Okay, so if I net this out, you don't buy the license up front. Some other IT provider, whether it's a software vendor or somewhere else, is hosting and operating this on your behalf. You don't have to worry about different platforms, whether it's running on a mainframe, Linux, Unix, Windows box. So how is this really new then? I mean, this sounds to me a lot like where we were 30 or 40 years ago. I mean, when you first introduced applications that ran on Honeywell mainframes or GE or IBM, I mean, you had these time-sharing applications where the vendors did everything. You had multiple customers in one environment. You paid only for what you use. MIPS or whatever metric we were using at the time might have been different than what it is now. I mean, is this really something new or just a reincarnation of something we were doing before?
No, Steve, I don't think it is new, actually. I think the need for software as a service has been paramount in the traditional software sector for ages and ages. What's different about this model in software as a service is that vendors are focused on service delivery and making sure that the people services that go along with the entire solution delivers companies value. So if you think about the scale of the way that those people services are deployed, traditional software, all of the people reside inside that four walls of a company, either sourced in from a partner, but the users of the application and implementers of the application are inside that four walls. From a BPO or an outsourced perspective, all of those people reside offshore or outside of those four walls. Software as a service enables people to leverage that service solution and people provided by the vendor to really improve their business process that they're looking to develop through SaaS.
Yeah, I agree with Rory. That's the big difference. Software as a service, the vendor has domain expertise. You can talk one-on-one with the line of business. In fact, most often the sale is done with the line of business, the business buyer in the organization. Also, they've got great integration capabilities. Integration capabilities that you don't see necessarily with enterprise applications or certainly in a timeshare environment.
I agree.
I agree with some of that, but I do disagree with the notion that it's not new. The pattern certainly is familiar. For instance, when we first went to electric power in factories, factories would generate their own electric power, and then they'd move to central power distribution. So that pattern culturally has been seen before. But I think this is the first time we've seen it within the software industry.